You know something's afoot in the old performance car world when a Nissan beats a turbo Porsche. But accepting that the new R35 Skyline is a better car than a 911 Turbo, is it a better car than the best 911 currently made? That's the 997 GT3. And for that matter, given that it's the same money as the Skyline, where does BMW's E92 M3 fit in? So first up, the new 997 GT3. Well, not that new, is it? £79,000 basic. By the time you put the ceramic brakes on of this test car, a lot more than that. Just over 400 horsepower, little over 1,300 kilograms, and we think the best 911 on sale.
I'm allowed an outlap and a flyer. This is my outlap. Try and get some temperature into these Cup Sports. Try and get the right line. We've got some understeer because the car just doesn't want to turn in much because it's so cold. It's 2 degrees outside. I'm going to leave it in second round this tight hairpin at the bottom of the lap. We now come out onto the main straight, up through second, wait for the limiter to wink the rev light. Third gear indicating 112, all the way up to about 130 before we get to straight. Hard braking into third through this quick flick-flack chicane. Really feel the mass of the Porsche coming round there. But it's more stable than you'd expect. This is a very fast left-hander, top of third gear, run out wide, nudge the curb, braking hard down to second gear for what is a 90-degree left-hander. Much later entry than you expect. Quick burst up into third, back down to second, and now over the start-finish straight for our flyer. Get a reasonable run out. You've got loads of traction, so the general philosophy with the Porsche: don't carry too much speed in, get on the gas nice and early. Braking hard, okay. A bit unstable on the brakes, turn it in, bit of a trail brake. What do we like through here, through this flick-flack section? Loads of understeer. I'm late on the gas, carrying speed down to the end. Doesn't want to stop that well in the slow speed turns. Triggers the ABS early. Traction control working quite hard there. I'm using it because it's useful. Up into third, again we're already 100 miles an hour. 415 horsepower, it's quick. Brakes really well into the high-speed stuff, into this chicane. Again, the mass wants to move around. We're not big oversteer when we're braking through this fast left-hander. Again, stop the car early, get on the gas. Through this 90-degree left, runs out a little bit wide. Little squirt into third, back down into second, turn the car in. Seems to go on forever. On the gas early, and down the straight. What's the time going to be? What's the time going to be? Okay, 104.3 is what it's saying. Now I don't doubt that if I stayed out for a while, we might trim a bit from that, but this exercise is about an outlap, a flyer and an in. 104.3. What do we think? Difficult to manage the understeer. I don't think the tyres like the conditions, so we're having to get some temperature into them. Otherwise, very impressive. You carry more speed than you'd expect, and you also have this immense traction on the exit of turns. Doesn't like braking into the slower speed turns though, through this complex which is just here. If I'm in second gear, a squirt and then on to the brakes, the weight transfer just triggers the ABS early, and I think it loses time there. Be interested to see what the M3 can do now. Cheers.
Now the new M3's had rather a hard time at the hands of UK testers. £50,625, but many people are saying it's not worth the money. I'm biased, this is my car, I disagree. 414 horsepower and as sideways as you want to go.
So about to begin the flyer. M3's feeling pretty edgy actually here. I'm having to manage more oversteer than I really want. It's a good laugh, but it's not that effective for going forwards. So this is the flyer then. Braking hard, 50-metre board. Backhand wants to follow us around a bit. Carry what we can through this complex. We can stop better from slow speed than we could. I've got all this oversteer, which isn't necessarily quick. Get out onto the straight, we've got to get the power down. Come on. Again, it just wants to oversteer. It's a complete yob of a car. I'd be surprised to see how quick it is, but I don't know. It doesn't feel that quick from here. Into this fast chicane now. Just, yeah, we've got oversteer at really quite high speed. Okay, brake pedal's already going a bit mushy. There's your BMW M brakes for you, not quite doing the job they should perhaps. It stops well enough, but I've already got, just after 2 fast laps, I've got an extra 4 inches of brake pedal travel. Okay, 8250, 4th gear, over the line. What have we got? What have we got? Tell you what we've got is we've got no brakes. 107.4. Sorry about that, lads. My brake pedal then just sort of went to the floor and I couldn't stop. 107.4. I mean, what were we? 104.3. We're a long way behind the Porsche.
Much as it pains me to say it, the M3 isn't the best thing around here. It's pretty quick, but next to the GT3, it doesn't get out of corners well enough, it doesn't go into corners well enough, and it doesn't carry enough corner speed through them. Factor in less straight line performance than the Porsche and you've got a car that's 3 seconds off the pace. However, what will an R35 Skyline do with its Bridgestone REO 70 sticky rubber 4-wheel drive, a DSG gearbox? I'm very interested. I've been told it's faster around a circuit than the GT3. Let's find out. And then once we know whether it's faster or not, we can discuss whether it's as much fun and whether it's better. It'll be at least a year until you can buy one of these Skylines, the new R35 version. 470 horsepower, twin turbocharged, DSG gearbox, and, as we found out last week, rather better than a 911 turbo. Okay, through the long left-hander, get some speed down the straight, on the gas, just takes full power as you get past the apex. The red light comes on, flip the paddle, off we go. Over the line. It's travelling now. It is travelling. Then it's a second before we get through this complex area here. Get the car turned in. Again, for something so big, it just catapults away. The traction's just unbelievable. It's like a video game. Down this back straight, really travelling now, through this flick-flack, carrying a lot of speed, just take liberties with it that you can't in the others. And you can get on the power and just wait for the transmission to take it all for you. Through this quicker left, a 90-degree left, a little bit of curb on the exit, which is probably a touch naughty. And now into this longer left. I've carried too much speed in there. Maybe it just felt like there was so much inertia to carry in. What's it going to say? What's it going to say? 104 dead. 104 dead. So that's 3/10 out of the Porsche straight away. And it weighs what? 450 kilograms more? 104 dead. So it's taken 3/10 out of the Porsche. It's a baby Veyron, I don't go back on that, and if anything it's more significant that this car bests the GT3 in this situation, because I think the GT3 is the best car Porsche currently makes, and this is quicker. It carries speed in places that the Porsche can't. It comes out of turns faster, it stops nearly as well, and doesn't feel that much bigger. It kind of cheats the laws of physics. I'm going to get my head straight now.